So I'm having a chat with Chesney Hawkes. How are you?
Oh, very well, thanks, Jim. Busy, which is fun.
Yes.
I love
Well,
that.
it's your own fault because you've decided to release a new single. Get a hold of yourself. Tell us a bit about the single.
Well, so yeah, so the single is for it's called "Get a Hold of Yourself," as you say. Kind of a self-expression, kind of fun. Am I allowed to swear on this?
Rather not, no, but
All right, it's kind of screw it, don't care what anyone else thinks, type of feeling about it. And it was such a fun thing to do that I wanted to take it further and go mental with the video and kind of did it naked in
mm,
a mansion a la Saltburn. So that's what we're talking about with this single.
yeah, and tell us about the video as well and the reason behind doing what you did.
Well, to be honest with you, it was my idea from you ever seen that film Saltburn?
I know of it. I've not seen it just yet.
Oh, you should watch it, man. It's something else. But there's a very iconic scene at the end, which is the lead character played by Barry Keoghan, is he just dances around a stately mansion totally naked.
Mm,
And when I saw that, I related to it in a way because I wanted to do I felt like I wanted to do something as bold as that in a video. And this song, as I said, has that kind of self-empowerment, self-expression, um, type of feeling about it. I just thought all these other ideas came forward for the video from different people, and none of them were matching up to my idea of basically just getting my kit off and throwing champagne over myself. So we ended up doing that, which was obviously got quite a reaction from the public.
And it sounds like it was fun as well.
It was a good laugh. I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm a certain age where I think you've earned the right to not give a what anyone thinks, if you know what I mean. So I'm just having fun, really. It's you can do that when you're in your 50s.
Mm. Nice. And is this now the start of more new music to come?
Yeah, I mean, this is the first single from this wider project that we'll be releasing more records off of as time goes on. Obviously, nothing is announced yet, So, but it will be, album tour, the whole lot. So this is just the beginning.
Nice, excellent. And when it comes to writing, how do tracks normally start off for yourself?
Very different every time, to be honest. I mean, I am probably a traditional songwriter, and as much as I'll sit with a guitar or a piano and just start like that. Sometimes I'll have lyric ideas, which I actually prefer to have a concept. That makes life easier for songwriting. But sometimes I'll write with other people as well, so it can end up starting with a beat or
Mm.
starting with a bit of guitar, something with a piano, something lyrical. It's different every time, to be honest with you.
Yeah, nice. And when it comes to the lyrics, how easy do you find it to create the lyrics to your songs?
It really depends on what we're talking about. If it's something very close to my heart, which a lot of the songs on this project are, it can be quite cathartic, and those ones for me, those lyrics come quite quick. So, and then other ones that are just like fun, kind of kick the doors down, pop bangers. Sometimes you would think that it would be easier, but actually those
Mm.
can be harder sometimes. Sometimes I think songs these cathartic ones that I'm talking about, they almost kind of have to be written. It's like it's just they have to come out, and they kind of come out almost vomity, like it's just blah, has to be there. It's like it was written before, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
So it really depends. I think the best ones are the ones that come out in 20 minutes.
Yeah, fair enough. And it's been over 30 years now since you started releasing and writing music. How have you and how has the writing and the music evolved over the years?
Well, I think basically writing isn't any different to what it was when I was a kid. I
Mm.
still sit on an instrument, sit with an instrument and play. I love co-writing. I love that kind of bouncing back and forth between two people with guitars on laps. And I still write like that now. There are different things that you can do, you can play around with. There's a little technology here and there that can spark ideas
Mm.
by bringing up little beats and stuff like that. But basically, songwriting hasn't really changed that much. The releasing and all of that, the rest of the business has changed dramatically, but the actual creation process really hasn't.
Nice, nice. And as mentioned, you'll be wanting to do some shows. You've got some cruise shows coming up this year. What do you make of those?
Oh, those are fun. I do enjoy those. To be honest with you, I only do one room on one cruise line,
Hmm.
and it's a very much kind of like an audience with type of supper
Okay.
club show. So I just sit with a guitar, tell stories, answer questions, play some songs. Um, I love it because it's kind of like I get to experiment quite a lot, and I can do whatever the hell I want, really, to be honest with you. And I put in brand new songs, and they're a captive audience.
Mhm.
They can't go anywhere, and I enjoy it. I've got one coming up this week actually, but they're kind of like in between my normal tours.
Yeah, and speaking of those normal tours, when are you hoping to be back out on the road again?
Well, we're looking at next year
Mm.
already. We've got a tour in the can that we're going to be announcing very soon, but safe to say, kind of March, something like that.
Yeah, nice. And going back right to the start of your career, I'm not going to ask necessarily specifically about the one and only, but at the time, did you realize how big it was going to be and still known by many people today?
No, I don't think that those are the kind of things that you think of when you put records out. I, you think, okay, so you hope and pray that it's going to
Mm,
be successful, obviously. But it was my first single, that one, and I was so young. I was 18 years old, and when we first put it out, and I. I guess no is the answer. I would never have
mm,
dreamt that I'd be sitting here 33 years later talking to you and about that song. But if it wasn't for that song, then I wouldn't be sitting here talking about my new
mm,
music, with you. It's kind of given me that platform, and it's amazing that I can do that. So, and then if your listeners are interested in the new stuff, they can go and get it from go and download it from iTunes. It's funny. I've got talking about the one and only. The one and only. Sorry, Get a Hold of Yourself is starting to go up the charts, which is
mm.
amazing. But what's happened is the one and only start to go up the charts too. So there's kind of this weird kind of race between the two. So if you're gonna download anyone, please get a hold of yourself. Don't want the one and only to win again.
No, absolutely, I agree with that. And before I let you go, I will tell you a little story that the one and only used to be my ringtone
Uh,
as a child, as a teenager, and it did actually go off during a minute's silence at a football match.
no,
Indeed,
that is amazing. That is
yeah,
the best. Oh, I love that
and
story.
so
What
many
match?
people. It was at Swindon Town.
It was at
Um,
Swindon.
yeah.
That's my manager's team. That is so funny. So did people comment on it afterwards?
No, there was just a lot of little groans, and everyone around me was staring, and I did have to try and pretend that it wasn't me whose phone had just gone off
What
because
was the minute silence for?
it was November Remembrance Day.
Oh my God, that is
Yeah.
absolutely amazing, Jim. I love that story. That beats my ringtone story, which is my mum, for some reason, decided that she was going to have the one and only as her ringtone. And I was out shopping with her maybe 2 years ago or something like that. And, in the middle of a crowded, like, shopping precinct, or the one and only goes off and everyone looks around at,
Yeah,
jeez, swallow me up, please. But your
brilliant.
one's the best. I love that. I can't
And you
wait to
can
tell
use
my
that if
manager.
you, yeah, you can use that as well.
Oh, I
So,
will. I absolutely will.
Chesney, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you.
Yeah, you too, Jim. Take care. Have a good day.